Okay, and welcome. Yes, welcome back. This is freezing cold. I'll put the UAV up here. It's freezing cold. It's probably around, I haven't looked at the UAV, it's probably around the 0 mark. Pretty freezing. And we had about, as you can see here, 3 or 4 inches of snow last night. Yeah, and continuing today, little bits and pieces here and there. We're between the flurries and the storm part now. We've got the Hubsan Mini, the one with the black arms, and the one over 1.3 camera. It has a problem with horizon, mainly. It has some other little issues, but mainly it's the horizon. And the fact that the app defaults, mine anyway, to 200 on the saturation. So we bumped it down. We bumped it down to, what do we bump it down to? 145. Okay. If I go to the default, it's 128, but on mine it defaults when I start the app again to 200. So we're going to go back up to 145. 4 or 5. There we go. And we're going to start this screen recording now. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're going to start the screen recording, and we're waiting for satellites. We have 9 satellites. And that's the downfall of the Hubsan Minis. Okay, the Hubsan Xeno Mini Pro isn't too bad, but everything else below that is horrible for getting satellites. Okay, we've been at 5 satellites. We were at 5 satellites for like 4 minutes, and now we're at 9 satellites, and we've been waiting for that since before I started this recording. So that's the downfall of the Mini. The uptick of that is that they get a huge flight time. 35, 40 minutes, no problem. 30 minutes, no problem at all. The fimi, on the other hand, might get you 22, 23 minutes of flight time on a good day if you want to land with any kind of a battery reserve. Okay, so it's considerably less, but I will say the fimi minis do acquire satellites pretty quickly, and we still don't have 10 satellites. I think you need 10 or 11 to take off, so we're just waiting here. But a lot of people have been criticizing me, saying I'm a fimi fanboy. No, I'm very critical of fimi, extremely critical of fimi. And I have almost 200 videos on the fimis. They have been good to me, they have been horrible. They have fixed stuff and they haven't fixed stuff. I'm extremely critical of them. However, the fimi X8 SE 2022 that I got has been excellent, absolutely excellent. It's not the best in many things, but for the price, it's been absolutely excellent for a mammoth drone that it is. Okay, we're still waiting at, oh, we have 10. We may get there. Okay, so the fimi X8 SE 2022 is one of my favorites, and it has gotten me out of some spots when I've lost things in trees and tried to find things and things like that. So it has been a good drone for me. The fimi Mini, the original Mini was okay. It had a slight issue with the camera. It was a small 1/2.6 camera, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It had HDR. But Fimi's always had a saturation problem. Okay, we're still waiting at 10 satellites, and my fingers are getting numb. So I hope this works out pretty soon, because I'm gonna get cold here. So the Fimi Mini has been good. Then they came out with the Fimi version 2, the X8 Mini version 2, with that stacked 1/2.5 CMOS camera. A lot better out of the box, a lot better, but the glitches kept adding up and adding up. You transfer from video to photo, it takes a photo, it's dark, panoramas take forever. They don't always come out right. This problem, that problem, and it was just like little tiny glitches, but the camera is a lot better, okay? However, in bright sunlight, the more sun you get, the more saturation is exposed. So you have to do some post-editing. If it's like this, very overcast, it's not too bad. It's pretty good for what it is, okay? And then for the price, well, I've got one coming. I've got one coming because I didn't know if I could fix mine, and the Black Friday sale came. I got mine coming $249. I got 2 discount codes on it, $249. I couldn't say no. I absolutely could not say no. It's way cheaper than buying just the fuselage alone, which the fuselage was going to cost me $265, I think it was. To buy an arm would have cost me $22 US. Translated, and by the time I got it, would be about 50 bucks Canadian. So I went, well, I probably need 2 of them. So there's 100 bucks. I don't know how well the gimbal's going to hand up, so that's another. Okay, I just got one. Okay, and I got an orange one. So there you go. So we are still only 10. Pretty soon I'm not going to have any battery left, and we're just going to be yapping here. Okay, so I will stop yapping. Okay, and we'll come back when this hits the 10. Okay, we'll cut this video and we'll come right back. I've been waiting here and I've been waiting here, and we're only getting 9 satellites or 10. It goes from 9 to 10, 9 to 10. So we're going to try something here. See what happens. Going to go that way. Open. There we go. And we're going to go speed limit. Wait till we get some more satellites. Get it up. Okay. Start that video. Let's see if we can just get some pictures. Oh, there we go. Sorry. That's the limit. Okay. We don't have any. We have a speed limit and a height limit, and that's the height limit right there. Okay. But this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. 11. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. But can we go any higher? There we go. Now we've got it. Now we've got it. Okay. Just had to get up a little bit. Look at the trees here. Up we go. The tree there. It's getting blown around. There it is. Look at these trees just getting blown around, eh? There it is. Let's come this way. Okay. Up a little bit. There we go. There we go. A bit more. We're up about 27 meters. Let's turn around a bit and have a look. There we go. It's really windy up there. Just wanted to get a bird's eye view and bring it down. Yeah. A little dangerous. And let's have a little look around here. We've got a lot of snow today. Okay, I'm just going to bring it down because my hands are frozen. Stop that video. Okay, stop that. Basically, it was a waste of time. Got a little bit of video, but nothing spectacular. Okay, let's turn this battery off here. And controller. And that video. Okay, let's do a little wrap up here. Okay, so what do you think? Okay, we've got lots of snow. I know the UAV said -1, but I'd say it's probably about -4 here now. Okay, and the snow's starting to come down a little bit more. I've got no worry flying in the snow. I'm not going to fly in a snowstorm, but a little light snow like this, not a problem. The props spin so fast and nothing's going to land inside them, and if it does, the heat will dissipate and evaporate any moisture, and when I bring them in I let them sit, and I'm not going to, I'm not worried about it that much. Considering the moisture problems we had with this Hubsan Mini before, when it was submerged in the lake, a little bit of snow is not going to hurt it, so I've got no fear of that, and get some really good shots. So hopefully through the course of the winter we're going to get some better shots. This right now, extremely windy up there, and again, the big flaw of the Hubsan Minis, they take forever to get satellites, and in some cases you just can't do it. You just can't get the satellites. So that is a problem. That I really like the fimi for that. It does get satellites readily, okay, relatively quick, okay. I'm happy about that. DJI, no problem at all. So I'm excited to get the new fimi Mini version 2, the one that's not all cracked up. And I'm looking forward to the new year, because I have a feeling that Hubsan's going to come out with a version 3 of their Ace series, which is going to be very interesting. They're now playing around with a 1-inch sensor, so I'm wondering if they're going to do something different, completely different for the Ace 3. It has to be different because they put a CAA ID, CAA? Oh yeah, an FCC ident filing was put in on the Ace 3 series and some other things, so it can't be anything like the Ace 2. So we're going to see what happens there. I don't know if I'm going to get one, don't know if I'm going to buy one, I have no idea, but that's interesting. I have had letters out to Autel, and Autel are telling me that something is coming in the new year, possibly, so I'm excited for that. You never know about DJI, right? So they've got the Mini 4 Pro. From DJI, I'm waiting for something revolutionary, something completely different in the consumer drone industry. Nothing, it's like a car. Really, has it changed in 100 years? It's still 4 rubber tires, a steering wheel, and a motor. Okay, so is it going to change? That's what we're waiting for from DJI, something revolutionary, okay? So other than that, this was the Hubsan Mini. Another fail because of the satellites, okay? Another fail because the saturation's not right. It's just not there. So maybe they've just given up on the Mini Series, the whole Mini Series altogether, maybe. Okay, so what they are is what they are. And the Hubsan Zeno Mini SE is probably their best overall rounded mini drone. It's got a 1/2.6 camera that isn't too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Okay, not as good as the fimi. So there's all pros and cons. And the potensic Atom, it's not a bad camera, but their transmission and connectivity is far from stellar, and it does have some weak issues with that camera, okay? And it's the same price as all these other ones, okay? Now I know Walkera has come out with their T210 Mini SE, which may or may not be worth looking at, I don't know. But I don't really want to get into too many off-brands. I'm waiting for that advantage, something of an advantage. The other thing coming is, remember I just had that 10-inch tablet? It's phenomenal. It's really, really nice. But it might be a little bit big for what I'm really wanting to do. So I was playing around with my old P80 Pro, my old P80 Tech Class. Now, it won't run my drone apps because it's not fast enough, but it's got great picture, and it's an old tablet. It's a 7-inch tablet. So Tech Class came up with a new one. It's called not a new one, but a better one. It's a T45 Pro or something. And I was able to get that really, really cheap, like 45 bucks. And it's got up to a 16 gigabyte RAM memory. No, pardon me, 8 gigabyte memory, a 4 plus 4. So that's going to be interesting. You need minimum of probably 4 gigabytes of RAM to run most of the drone apps. Okay, so This one having the ability to expand it to 8 should be pretty good. Now, I'm licking my lips and all that kind of stuff. My nose is dripping. It's freezing cold. My hands are in my pocket. That's the way it is. So this has been like a newsreel, I guess, on what's coming and what we're going to do. We've also got some headphones coming. I've been testing out some wraparound earphones and a couple of stands and a couple of tablets, obviously. So we've got a few things coming here and there, and we're going to incorporate them into the drone flying and see what's any good and what isn't any good. What is and has been good for over 3 years now, over 3 years, is this Avantix, I think it's Avantix or something, Avon, whatever, I'll put a picture up. Anyway, this wireless mic system, okay? I had it for 3 years, and I'll put a link up here to my, up there, to the original review I did of it 3 years ago. It's been wonderful. I charge it up every third or fourth video that I do, so it probably would last maybe 3-4 hours by itself. So that's really good, and the sound isn't that bad. It's not studio quality, but it's not bad. So I'm happy with it. There you go. So till next time, do yourself a favor, get out, get some fresh air, look at the snow, it's beautiful. I don't have to cut the grass for another 4 or 5 months. That's absolutely wonderful. I don't have to look at it because it's not growing. That's great, but like always, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, and if you feel like it, buy me a coffee. Okay, till next time, see you later. My hands are still red. Okay, bye now.